Sup people, King of the Dead here, and for today's top 10, we're talking villains. It has been said in sacred text that a cartoon main character isn't worth the gum on the bottom of lunchroom tables if he doesn't have a baller villain to punch. Or at least attempt to punch. And there have been a multitude over the years. So let's break down which ones were the best, shall we? Number 10, Uncle Gumbald. Before we get into the absolute purgatory on steroids punishment Princess Bubblegum gave this completely deserving man, let's talk about why he deserved it. A, for being named Gumbald instead of just Gumball. I mean, I guess that name's already taken, but come on, people. Fucking ages ago, Bubblegum created herself an aunt, uncle, and cousin when she was younger to synthesize a family for her and that freaking nature she calls her brother. This happy little extended family didn't last long, though, because they almost damn near immediately attempted a coup to usurp Hubba Bubba from her throne. Y'all remember that wacky punch bowl from early episodes of Adventure Time? Well, guess who? Yeah. As retaliation for trying to take her authority, PB drenched them in a potion of sorts that turned them into random party items who can talk, but can't articulate what they're trying to say. Instead, some nonsense babble comes out. Yeah, it's fucked up. You mess with Bubblicious, you reap what you sow. Uncle Punch Bowl comes in at 10th place.
I can help you, Princess. Just listen to this. Watch me do my tiny taffy dance.
Number 9, Dr. Venomous. Now, I have many problems with the writing of OKKO. Too many references, vague power systems, a plot you could see coming a city away. But at the end of the day, it ended up being exactly what a cartoon should be. Entertaining. What's impressive about Purple Man is that he has plans for things to accomplish while planning for other things to accomplish in the long run. Wanting to be top villain, while also trying to regain his lost powers and training KO to be his little henchman. All that while also being a father. This man had a lot on his plate, and that's commendable. So Cyclops Wolverine clocks in at number 9.
This helmet belonged to my dad, the famous hero Laser Blast. I take it you've heard of him?
Heard of him? Boy, take a good look. I am him.
Number 8, Aku. I don't need to do an intro for him, right? Y'all know Aku. Shapeshifting master of darkness, releaser of an unspeakable evil, enslaved all of Earth to what I think was thousands, if not millions of years. Y'all know him, right? Come on, y'all gotta know him. This overgrown emo tree had the entire Earth either fearing him to not dare speak his name or praising him enough to want to have his babies. Dude's a goon. Aku has the ability to shapeshift, teleport, grow, laser beams, and time travel. Clearly. Yet, somehow all these abilities and like 12 more I didn't feel like finding clips for aren't enough to stop Asian Feldmar with a katana. Plot armor be damned, bro. Because of the story writing and pacing of Samurai Jack, we rarely see Jack see Aku as a threat. Like, it's hard to find any fear for Aku because Jack is the living embodiment of on-sight, and anytime he's face to face with a powerful palm tree, he damn near kills him. With all the mighty powers of Aku, we see plenty of him cowering and running away and fearful of the samurai. That's what keeps Aku low on this list. But low or not, we all know he deserves to be on it. So he's in at number 8.
Well, I just assumed that eventually, over time, he would just die!
Number 7, Lizardman. The thing that always impressed me with a good villain is their ability to be as patient as possible to achieve their goal. No matter how many days, weeks, months, years, a good villain will hold their position until it's the perfect time to strike. And one of the first villains that this straight stuck out to me for was with Toffee. Toffee is an immortal, buff-ass Komodo dragon with a mullet and sometimes a clean suit, sometimes gains for days. Thousands of years ago, this scrawny little nerd made the decision to destroy all magic, believing it was unfair to those who weren't born with it. We see that he had a whole gang backing him up when he first made this decision, but over the years it looks like they slowly dropped off one by one, either by getting murdered or not supporting Toffee's vision. When one of the greatest cartoon characters of all time, I'm calling it now, Moon the Undaunted, came and showed everybody who's the queen in this bitch, that was the last straw, as every remaining member of Toffee's crew abandoned him out of fear. That didn't stop him though. Years down the line, he returns with a new look and a whole new approach on how to get the wand. When the culmination of all his planning gets realized, he hits them with a,
Surprise!
He has Star destroy the wand instead of claiming it for himself. And you know, folks, I could go on, but you don't want to know the main reason I put Toffee on this list? Dude wore the previous Queens of Muni's skulls as shoulder pads in a kid's show. I mean, bro. You damn right he coming in at number 7.
I presume you're the one they call the Lizard.
Yes, but you may call me Toffee.
Toffee? How is that any better?
What do you want?
Number 6, Spookamagookum Sr. Now, I just did a whole rant on how much I like a villain that plans, and now here I am sticking my foot firmly in my mouth by adding the most unorganized villain I have ever seen. Not doing an intro for Vlad. No particular reason, I just don't wanna. Biggest L in history has got to be Vlad holding the Earth hostage for protection that he didn't even know he could for sure provide. And when he realized this, his immediate reaction was,
Actually, being a free-roaming space nomad isn't half bad. At least it's quiet and I...
Get out the way! Get out the way, bitch! Get out the way!
what grown man comes to that conclusion in the spur of a moment and sticks to it? Like, for real. We never see him again. As far as we know, he is still in space. But enough of his failures, let's talk about his good points. Vlad has basically everything Danny has, just better. If Danny has a beam, Vlad has a blast. If Danny has strength, Vlad is stronger. He's also the ghost that we see use Shadow Clone Jutsu, and since I watched Danny Phantom before Naruto, I am liable to believe he did it first. Now, what usually separates Vlad from the other ghosts in this series is his genius. In most of his appearances, he outsmarts either everyone in the room or the entire town of Amity Park. Although, to be fair, this town ain't exactly overflowing with intelligence, let's be real here. You know, I still want to talk more on that massive L, but save it, maybe for another video. He clocks in number 6. Man. 5th place, Emperor Palpatine. If we're rewarding planning and patience, nobody's got it like Palpatine's got it. I'm sure a lot of you know, but I feel weird if I didn't say it anyway. Dude created an army of millions of clones just to be around the Jedi at all times and help them through the war of which he was playing both sides. And when the time came that he had taken precautions to have almost each and every Jedi slaughtered by the clones that they were fighting beside. Just, Jesus, man. This old weirdo sat back and let the Jedi and clones alike kill each other, fighting mindless droids for a war that was over before it even started. I can't think of anyone with more menace to society energy than that. Seriously, how do you look at this and think, oh yeah, that's a good guy. That's an upstanding man. Palpy the Patient takes top 5.
Have mercy. Please.
There is no mercy.
Number 4, The Beast. I could talk for a solid 30 minutes on how much of an absolute masterpiece Over the Garden Wall was. In fact, I just might. No, another video. But for now, let's just focus on the villain. The Beast was absolutely chilly. He even sent a shiver down my grown-ass spine. The voice, the tone, the mood, the look, the Beast had it all. Now, my only problem with the Beast is somewhat of an empty one. We don't see very much of him. But that's kind of the way the story was written, because the Beast is more than just the bad guy of the show. He was a legend. He was what went bump at the night. He was the reason no one would be caught dead alone. He scared the frames out of these toons without even being there. And for that reason, being one of the coldest, eeriest villains of all time, you know damn well the Beast coming in at 4th place. The Lich with the bronze medal. If ready and waiting was a person, it'd look like this. The Lich is an ancient cosmic being who's basically death itself personified. The Lich's goal has always been to return reality back to the way it was for him. To nothing. He wants to destroy all life and all things in existence. And as Plat Armor may have it, he is stopped at every turn by some hero with a sword. If not by Billy, then by Finn. Not only displaying patience and waiting by posing as Billy for who knows how long, and watching Finn and Jake through the eyes of that snail that was always there, Lich has backup plans for his backup plans. If one way to achieve his goal doesn't work, he's ready with another way. If not from Earth, he'll go cosmic. If not cosmic, he'll go ethereal. Doomed to forever dance this dance with the heroes for all time. The Lich takes bronze medal.
Burn. Heroes of Ooh. It's only a matter of time.
I know that voice.
Silver medal, Azula. Man, Avatar is just such a good show that it's probably going to make its way into every list I do on this channel. 14 years old and perfectly capable of outplaying every grown man she meets, Azula was one of the most ambitious, most well thought out villains I'd ever seen. Every step of the way she had a plan to get that bald midget and was stopped by plot armor and plot armor alone. No matter where Azula found herself, she always managed to become the most powerful person in the room. Her only downfall was ironic in many ways. She spent her entire short life lusting after more and more power, and when she finally found herself in the exact position she wanted, she couldn't handle it. In her pursuit for the throne, she'd lost her brother, her uncle, her only friends, and even her father had moved on to bigger and better things, like getting the favoritism beaten out of him by a 12-year-old. Azula just cracked under the weight of the world falling on her, and that ultimately ended in her defeat. But her intellect, planning, and all-around skills has earned her the silver medal.
You and I will be the strongest couple in the entire world. We will dominate the Earth!
Alright folks, it's that time again. Time for the honorable mentions lightning round. For those who don't know, these are all the people I wanted to put in the list but just didn't make the cut for one reason or another, but they still deserve a shout out. Let's go. Mojo Jojo. In a more mature show, this little fucker would have been a mass murderer. Eddie's brother. Easily one of the most anticipated villains of all time. Mal. Pulling strings behind the scene, this dude was just lit. Sideshow Bob. Say it with me, people. Commitment. Mr. Crocker. He deserved better. Hades. I need a reason to put him on here. Plankton. I need a reason to put him on here. Yzma. Plan after plan, she stayed ready to secure the crown. Frodo. Hellfire was straight fire. The Pixies. You know why. Jack. Easily one of the best Halloween specials out there. Jack. But again, no sidekicks allowed here, but damn it, the man had drip. Atrocitus. Because red lanterns are the best lanterns. Don't at me. Father, because of this scene and this scene alone.
You bad. Now you've made me very.
Yeah, forget it. You can wrestle with Pappy yourself, Monty. I'm going to get some Rocky Road.
Gold medal, Bill Cipher. The Flying Dorito in a Monopoly Man cosplay, Bill Cipher is an interdimensional villain who's trillions of years old and has dreams of turning Earth into a nightmare of burning chaos, and let me be real with y'all, that just sounds so cool. What he needs is a physical form, and without it, he can only attack someone from their dreams, and once you let him in, he's in control, whether you want him there or not. The closest Bill has ever gotten to achieving his goals is when he tricked Ford into making a contract with him, and once he had a grip on one Pines, he knew to stick close to all of them. This little Dorito spends almost the entire series trying again and again to break people down to do his bidding, and in the finale, he succeeds in turning Gravity Falls into Weird Mageddon. And don't even get me started on how fucking cool that was. This little yellow Dorito's planning, patience, and all around like Bond movie, 60s movie villain vibes is what earns this Illuminati logo on steroids the first place medal.
Go ahead, Pine Tree, show me what you got. Do it, kid. Do some brilliant thing that takes me down right now. What do you got, Pine Tree? Everyone's waiting. Do it! Bill!
Well, there we go, people. Another one of my top 10 videos coming on. If you made it this far to where you're listening to me right now, you have my biggest thank you. I really appreciate you for sticking with me this whole time. Don't have anything else to say. I am still new to this YouTube thing, and one of the biggest struggles I have is sometimes I talk too fast. So I'm still trying to work on that. So let me know if I'm getting better at it. And that's it. Deadmantoons signing off.